Great day, great day, great day, great day. This is Brother Hatim coming at you live and direct with Give Yourself Permission. Listen, I got up, I did my smile, then a mile. My smile wasn't a teeth grin this morning because trying to get my body to move after a couple of days is kind of rough. Now I try to do a little bit of stretching throughout the day, but that does not compare to what I put myself through early in the morning and the breathing exercises. But as I got into it and I started feeling it, I was able to push myself farther and farther every moment till eventually it was easy. Man, we're gonna hit some wisdom mining today. Last week we ended on number 5, and we're counting our way to greatness on Give Ourselves Permission. And today we're gonna give ourselves permission to look at the qualities of the number 6. And of course, I need y'all to understand I'm coming from the geometry perspective, from research that I have, and I'm quite sure some of you out there have a little bit more research or could do research on your own. I'm only sharing what I know and what I have experienced. So this is not the end all of the process. This is for you. This is for some of you. This is the beginning. For some of you, this is intermediary, and for others, this is nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the piece that I'm saying is I appreciate those that are listening. I hope that you are getting something from this journey that we are on. We are on session 122. This means that within this year, I have hit 122 miles. I have worked out at least for the show 122 times, an average of 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to say about averaging out about 15 minutes per session far as the workout and the meditation. And I'm feeling a lot better. I mean, I was kind of struggling last week. I had a sickness, but it passed. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. I imagine that if I wasn't doing some of the things that I was doing, I wouldn't be sick. But then, I think some of the other things that I was doing allowed me to cruise through it and still be able to continue to get some things achieved. Now, let's get to this number 6. Now, let's step back to 5 for a second. 5, in dealing with the number 5, we learn that it is 5 is about freedom. And what happens at this stage, as I told you before, as we come from 0 to 4, we start accumulating minor powers, minor abilities. And when we reach the number 5, for those of us that's not experienced, we feel that we have made it. Now I can make things actually happen in the real world. And we face off against our greatest opposition. We come to a point of the count up. We come to a point in the count up where we are actually put through the fire of initiation. Now, the fire of initiation is very painful and arduous. Why? Because now we have to wrestle with our greatest enemy, ourselves, or our personalities. Because now we're at a point where we can experience freedom. But we have to really get a true understanding of what freedom is, and this is what this part teaches us, because now we have the freedom to choose. We have to choose between our wants and our needs. Many people think freedom is about being able to do what I want to do, but freedom is actually more about doing what you have to do. Being able to do what you have to do. See, we all have things that we want to do. Many of us would want to sit around and watch TV. Many of us want to eat. At least it start off like that, but then the habits start forming. Many of us want to smoke. and then the habit forms, and then it turns into a need. And now the issue is we have to find that balance between these two, because many of us have went so far on the want side that a lot of the wants that we had have now become needs. So we got to find a balance and be able to exert our freedom to do the things that we need to do. And this is the this is the key to get to where we want. What are we counting up to? What are we in the initiation phase for? Does the initiation phase call for us to go to bed earlier so that we could get up earlier and handle business? Does it requires us to put in extra effort when we would rather be sitting down watching TV or drinking a beer? Does what my goal, the thing that I want out of life, the thing that I am being initiated for, the greatness that I am striving for, does it call for me? Is there a need within the desire that I have to do certain things? And now I have to do what I need to do and start cutting off the things that I want to do. Because the things I want to do, a lot of times, unfortunately, takes us away from the things, takes us away from what true freedom is. Actually, it leads us down the road to slavery. And this is that's interesting to me, because in one of the books that I read, I can't pronounce the dude's name. It's this French guy that was studying hieroglyphs in ancient Kemet, and he wrote several books. His name was is a Schwarzlader, or I don't know, but anyway, in one of his books, he described that an individual entered what we call, quote unquote, the mystery system. We went into the mystery system, and we had two ways to come out. Either we came out of master, or we came out of slave. And this is the point where we are when we're talking about moving to the number 6 or getting through the number 5. We either exit the 5 a master of something or a slave to something. All right? So hopefully you're leaving it as a 5. But now what this brings us to is the next number. Now, a lot of the work that we did from 0 to 5 was a lot of internal work. And beyond this is going to be internal work. But 6 is the number of family. 6 is the number of nurturance and healing for us. Because after we come out of the battle for number 5, we move into a point where we are able now to attract and maintain those relationships, those familial relationships, not familiar, but familial or family-based relationships that help move us and keep us encouraged, and that gives us the time to heal. And in being able to immerse ourselves in that family power, and being able to immerse ourselves in that number 6, we start our true lessons. All the other lessons weren't false, but this is moving us. This is like, once we get through the 5, we got our bachelor's. All right, let's just say that. Now we're moving towards our true mastery. So when I get to the number 6, now I start seeing the importance of relationships. I'm able to work within the power and within the relationships around me and within me. Because after we come out to 5, all 5 parts of us, IMESP, are lined up. Intuition, mental, spiritual, physical. Intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical parts of our being are now working as a family. And because now there's a harmony within us, it might not be totally harmonious, but there's enough harmony to start attracting those individuals around us into a better relationship. And from these better relationships, we are able to build better things, because moving towards greatness is not a solitary movement. Up to this point, it's been solitary, but to get to the greatness that a lot of us want to achieve, we have to have those relationships around us that can help push us and help and connect us with others to make things happen in the world. We thought we was making things happen from 0 to 4. After we got to 4, then we got to 5, and it got good. And then we start realizing that some stuff I got to put down and some stuff I got to pick up. Now we at a point where, boom, we made it through that. We're healing. We're being nurtured. We're also giving out the nurturing energy, because now we realize that it's not just about us accumulating this energy and sitting on it. Now it's about us sharing this energy. Now it's about us sharing the lessons that we have received. Now it's about us practicing the skills that we have acquired, so that we can develop relationships with those around us to push us further. I'm over my time limit once again. I apologize, but this is Brother Tim. I'd like to thank you for listening. Make sure you get my app at the App Store, Giammi Journey. Check me out at www.giammijourney.com. I'd like to thank you for your time. I'd like to thank you for your patience. And I'd like to celebrate you for being with me on this journey. Those of you that have been tuning in on a regular basis, whether it's 5 times or whether it's 122 times, I appreciate you. And I hope that you're getting something out of it. And if you are getting something out of it, feel free to drop me a line. Let me know how this stuff is helping you, or if even if it's not helping you. Just drop me a line. You know what I'm saying? This is Brother Tim saying peace, and I pray that your day will be as beautiful as you are.